These instructions should simplify a complex assignment because they take you through it step by step. You can find the graphic organizer in the Learning module for this session. To get explicit directions on how to navigate this course, how to download the graphic organizer, and upload your assignment, please review the instructional video for Session 2. Open the graphic organizer for this assignment. You will see a screen that looks like this. Now you have a decision to make. These are the techniques within the ELA framework that we studied in class. As a reflective teacher, this is your opportunity to sum up your own growth from your actual classroom experience demonstrated by the progress of your students. Use the graphic organizer to list the 3 major areas of improvement in your teaching and how they manifested your mastery mirrored in your students' academic achievement throughout the term. Be sure to give exact dates of the measures you used to support your growth. Pre-service teachers, look at the 6 techniques within the ELA framework that we studied in class. As a reflective future teacher, this is your opportunity to sum up your new awareness of how the theory you learned about is put into actual practice in a classroom. Use the graphic organizer to list your 3 major concerns about a specific area of teaching, what you learned about each, and how each is best implemented in an effective classroom. Step 6 applies to all students. Please be sure to do the readings to produce an effective PowerPoint presentation. When you think you've completed the assignment, run your lesson past this checklist of questions. When you think you've completed the assignment, run your lesson past this checklist of questions. This step should also be done after you compare your PowerPoint to the models in the assignment area. Finally, compare your PowerPoint with the qualities in the rubric. You will have to post your work to the discussion area a minimum of 2 days before the due date in consideration of your peer reviewers. You will need this chart to do 2 peer evaluations. Go to the discussion area for Session 13. Open the attachment labeled Peer Reviewers. The left-hand column contains the names of all the students in the class. Here we are using letters as examples. Find student A in the middle and right columns. For a more equitable assessment, each student has 2 peer reviewers averaged with my grade using the criteria in the rubric. The next step in peer review involves ascertaining that the person whose slides you are evaluating has done the right assignment based on his or her experience. Once you have opened Attachment 2 with the experience chart, review the 2 different assignments. Those students not yet teaching should have done the assignment highlighted in yellow. Students who are current classroom teachers, the assignment highlighted in green. All of your previous assignments in this class have been assessed with rubrics. It's now time for you to use the tool to measure the 5 criteria being evaluated in the PowerPoint. To preserve confidentiality, only class numbers are used for each student evaluator. Thus, student A might have a college-wide ID of 100. As the first assessor in the peer review chart, student A would fill in the cell next to his or her class number with a grade from 0 to 9. Then the student evaluator would go on to grade the second PowerPoint, again using the rubric. By emailing me your peer assessment, You can be forthright in your marking. To avoid lowballing or highballing grades, I allow for a 10% discrepancy in scoring.